So talking about how it takes a village to really reach the farmers and to get the most impact, let's go back to where it all began a few decades ago, I guess a little bit more than few, in Ciudad Obregón, Mexico. We're going to talk to Jesús Larraguibel Artola, the president of the Agricultural Research and Experimentation for Sonora, or PIEAES. PIEAES has been a major supporter of the wheat breeding program at CIMMYT Mexico and INIFAB, the National Wheat Breeding Program in Mexico.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Jesús Larraguibel. I'm the president of the board at PIEAES, which is in the northern Mexican state of Sonora. We are an agricultural research organization composed solely of farmers, and through voluntary contributions, we finance research projects, mostly with CIMMYT and INIFAB. We provide CIMMYT with 200 hectares of land free of charge every year here in the Yaqui Valley. The farmers here maintain a historical commitment to wheat research advancement. We believe the greatest challenge facing agriculture today and agriculture production is a shortage of new generation farmers. That creates the biggest challenges for a growing global population. It is our hope that in the future there's a renewed interest in agriculture as a whole, and especially research, because it is of utmost importance to the global food supply. Everyone's welcome to visit us here in Ciudad Obregón at any time, and I thank you for having me.
Great to see the beautiful Sonora sun. I miss that dearly. I was hoping to see that last March. Hopefully soon we will be able to go back. So Hans, two things. If you can tell us in few words a little bit about the history of the relationship between CIMMYT wheat program in Obregón and the Patronato PIEAES group from the start, from Dr. Norman Borlaug. And also if we can talk about then about his concern, Jesus' concern about the lack of young farmers for the future of agriculture.
Okay, well, thank you, Maricelis. Well, first to the collaboration between Patronato, as it's called, the Obregón Farmer Association, and the farmers in Sonora. To my knowledge, the first farmer union in the developing world, which already 65 years ago supported a young wheat researcher named Norman Borlaug. And these farmers already by then could clearly see the benefits varieties. That's why I have supported CIMMYT until today. They give us 200 hectares. They also support us financially and also with equipment. And the farmers benefit from getting high-yielding rust-resistant varieties. And the collaboration has an impressive achievement. The average yield when Dr. Borlaug started was below 1 ton per hectare. And today, the farmers in Mexico, in the Yaqui Valley, get regularly more than 7 tons per hectare. So I think that demonstrates what this synergy can produce. On how to incentivize use, I think considering, let me make a general comment here, considering the agricultural sector from farm to fork, and this means from the primary farm production to food processing and food industry, the agricultural sector accounts for around 25% of the global GDP. And this industry provides jobs for nearly half of the global workforce. So agriculture needs to be looked at not as a problem, but as an industry with tremendous potential. And I also hope that the consequences of COVID-19 will make people aware how dependent we are on food production, and the farming will get a fair share of all the profit made with agriculture. And I have to admit that I'm not so optimistic that in the primary farm production, a lot of new jobs will be created. But there are many new job opportunities in the farming community. There is research, is very exciting, service providers for precision agricultural technologies, mechanization, information technology and data management, drone flying. To be very clear, a vibrant, efficient, sustainable and environmentally friendly agricultural sector is so important for our future. And there will and have to be interesting and well-paid jobs in agriculture, which will attract young people in the future. Because one thing is for sure, we all need to eat, and we all want to eat good and healthy food, and we also want to enjoy the diversity of Mother Nature and not only see good crops in the field. So I think the challenges are tremendous, but agriculture is a very, very exciting and interesting industry, and I'm sure it will attract a lot of jobs in the future.
Thanks for that, Hans, for that hopeful message that not only there is a need for agriculture, I think get the young generation involved, but there is also ways to do that. We are moving forward with new technologies that make agriculture probably more attractive. You know, we're not talking about agriculture of the past, we're talking about agriculture that can respond to the future needs. So we're using all the technologies in our hands, and hopefully the young generation will see the call to action, that they are part of that solution, and their skills and knowledge are extremely useful to agriculture. So, Dr. Berana, do you see a similar pattern in Ethiopia in terms of the need for more youth involvement?
Well, I see that opportunity happening in our country because we have a lot of unemployment, and the government is trying to organize the youth, you know, into different enterprises, including agriculture, and also, you know, giving loans. And we see many success stories these days. So that opportunity could you know, develop more and more in the future.